I just love that princess. Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. It's Kyle and Shannon. Well, Kyle's on the four-wheeler. We are doing an evening feed. It is super hot and Kyle got a new toy that he rented. So, all right, which one of you turkeys pooped on my mat outside the camper, huh? Was it you, Christina? Was it you, Big Turk? Turk?
What's in here? Hey, stay there, babe. Come on, birds. Guineas, hey, you over there, come this way. So silly.
Other way, Guinea, other way. Gotta go that way. There you go. Wrong way. Guys, the other way. Oh, there you go. There you go. You guys notice all these feathers on the ground? We gotta talk about that. Oh, Guinea, this way. Come on. There you go. Thanks for your help, Nala.
There's one back there still.
There's still another one out?
Nala's gonna push it to you.
Come on. There you go. Thanks, Nala. Hey, leave it. So the birds came up to the camper and told us they were ready to be put up for the evening. And they left me a nice little surprise as well.
Like a gift?
I didn't take it as a gift, if I'm being honest.
So a snack.
Something I had to hose off. How about that? They are just chowing down on their little worms.
Nala, are you harassing the birds, honey?
You're gonna make yourself dizzy. She says, "Can I come in there with you?"
Absolutely not.
Yep, no way.
All right, the baths are redone. So what have we been doing? Are we pouring the water out of the automatic water and then cleaning these little cups out, pouring them out, then pour the fresh water in so it makes cold again, or what do you want to do there?
That is what I've been doing.
Okay.
I know it's a lot of work to dump this every day, but I do want them to have cold water, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, right now this poor thing doesn't stand a chance. I thought it was going to be, I'm not going to use the word cool today, but I thought it was going to be cooler than the 2 or 3 days previous. It wasn't. I think the heat index still got up to almost 106.
Yep.
And the humidity, for whatever reason, kind of dropped down, like right now, but it was up in the upper 70s, 80% or something like that. It's just gross.
Yeah, like you just walk outside and start sweating.
Oh man.
Which I'm sure is that way in a lot of places.
Oh, it is.
I completely soak myself when I do that because that's really high to lift a 5-gallon bucket of water too.
And I did not build the stand for this. Somebody got a wild hair and wanted to do this, so it's not my fault.
Well, the intent was to have 2 buckets so that all I had to do was swap them out. I haven't gotten to that second bucket yet, apparently. I wanted to see if this one worked first.
Well, and you kind of lost you wanted the quick attach so that it would be easy to take the hose on and off without threading it. But you can't use the quick attach because it creates that vacuum seal and then it doesn't push water down to the cups.
Yep.
So, you know, it'll be a work in progress, but they're not up here during the day. We've got, what, 3 water bowls down there, and we keep them full and freshen them multiple times throughout the day. So this is really just coming into evening. We try to catch it about the time the sun is going behind the tree line so that this water is not in sunlight and the birds have plenty of shade. And now they can be little spoiled birdies and get their wormies and get their feed and not be roaming and panting.
Nala, honey.
Speaking of roaming and panting.
Calm down, sister.
I can't. I want bird for dinner.
You can't have bird for dinner tonight, okay?
Okay, I'll have birds. That's fine. So Shannon mentioned the feathers. It was morning before yesterday. We came up here And I noticed there's quite a few feathers around the edges of the pen, and more so even on the outside of the pen. So I knew something was going on at the wire mesh. Kind of just pondered it for a while till Shannon came up with me, and then we kind of brainstormed together, and we're both a little fearful. I hate to even admit this, but we're both a little fearful that maybe some raccoons or possums are coming up and harassing them from the outside. Potentially, obviously, looking to get in or get one of them out.
Yeah.
So we're a little paranoid. Hopefully having Nala up here, you know, she doesn't mark territories like Herc does. So we've been trying to get him up here a little bit to kind of do his thing. But we did set a couple of traps last night, and I put Pop-Tarts in them. Raspberry to be specific, because, you know, raspberries in the wild. We're terrible.
Really, because that's what we had the most of.
Yeah, we had to throw out our last round of marshmallows. I think Dad has had quite a bit of success with. So anyway, one of the traps, the smaller of the two, the Pop-Tart wasn't even touched. The other one, well, let's just go look. I'm surprised Nala hasn't been over there getting after it. We know the majority of our predators are this direction or further out the trail toward the front of the property. And so I was thinking they would kind of sneak through this. I was just trying to be a raccoon in my mind, you know. And there's a couple of spots that look like it could be frequently traveled through here from the woods. So I don't know. But yeah, we threw a Pop-Tart in here, and whatever it is, I'm assuming raccoon, whatever it is, likes Pop-Tart, but it was able to break it into little pieces through the gate.
Cage, basically.
Through the cage, yeah. And there's just a little bit of Pop-Tart remnants right there, and you can see some of the crumbs here. So man, these raccoons out here, there's so many other farms and pieces of land out here. These guys are, what, semi-domesticated, I guess is what you'd call them. So they're used to seeing things like Pop-Tarts in traps, and they're used to figuring out smart ways to get to them. I don't know.
I don't know that I would call them domesticated.
They're used to, I mean, our farms aren't like 1,000 acres big out here, you know. You got 20 to 100 acre farms, so there's a lot more houses, there's a lot more.
I'm with you now, I got you.
You feel me?
Gotcha.
So I don't know, we're a little paranoid. Fortunately, Shannon and I can sit outside in the rocker at night when it cools way down to like 91. And we just listen up here for the guineas to call. It was pretty cool coming up last night and setting the traps, and the guineas all just roosting and being quiet. And
yeah, everybody was quiet.
They're just like, hey, shh, don't tell anything we're here. So I don't know. We're gonna keep an eye on the traps. We do have a trail cam out here.
Oh, Nala.
Silly girl. This is her workout for the day. Gotta leave her in the air conditioning most of the rest of the day.
They are enjoying that fresh water.
Yeah, it's a pretty good bird crew right here.
Nala, honey, stop pacing.
It's that herd mentality. I don't think she knows that's what she's doing. She just can't stop doing it.
She cannot stop.
She said, "I'll make sure you all stay in here." You guys ready for some more food? You did a great job eating that. Here, you play with this.
Whoops.
Don't eat that. Don't get my hand. Don't do it. Hey, you guys can't cheat. You gotta eat out of the holes just like the little ones. There you go.
They're like, okay, fine.
Go on, Christina, get in there.
She's like, okay. All right, Nala, let's get you inside. You are working yourself up too much.
When that tongue comes out and it's hanging off the side, that's her.
Yeah. Come on, baby girl.
Time to go.
I was gonna do that. I just hadn't gotten to it yet.
That's all right.
I had to pull it all the way over there to clean up some of your turkey poo.
I don't make turkey poo. That ain't mine. And I for sure don't want it. So You can have it.
I'm good.
Man, I tell you what.
Those are his turkeys. What?
Oh, they're my turkeys, are they? I just wanted to forewarn everybody, part of the reason we do morning stuff is because this was a fresh shirt. I think I've only had it on for 20 minutes. And
Are you sweating through it?
Sweating through it. And here in just a minute, it's going to look like I made a mess in my pants. It's just sweat, maybe.
The humidity is still pretty high. I know that you said it dropped, but I mean, it's still...
Well, I mean, it dropped from, 98 to 97. But man, ain't
so
no wind at all.
Oh no, it's completely still air.
I think we had about a 6-mile-an-hour breeze for part of the day, but of course then the sun was blazing extremely hot. I don't know, I'm ready to get on the other side of this, but I don't want to complain about it because, it is what it is.
It is. And when you complain about something, it only makes it worse. So it doesn't do any good to complain about it.
No. And this is nice. That little
this is gorgeous.
Random cloud coverage over there. It's normally still pretty stinking bright for another 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Let's go get our
Spruce is crying at you.
Our 4-legged ones taken care of. Spruce has been crying at me since I came out to start filling up water. Spruce, your voice is changing.
Well, I hit that goat puberty finally. Just started it a little while ago.
Hey, little guy.
Hello. Open my door.
Hi.
Hello.
Open the gate up.
What? Mom, I try all day, every day. I heard. You bringing us a stick? Huh? Is this a peace offering? No, I know it, Bubba.
All right, Spruce. Come on out. You're so spoiled.
Hey, why don't you wait at your feeder there instead of coming over here trying to get in the bucket?
You're so spoiled. You know that? There's no food in there. Just a little bit of minerals. We have had a lot of questions on if we give our goats minerals or not. And we do give them some loose minerals that we mix in with their food and they can eat it or not eat it. I mean, it's big enough that they can pick through it. But we do give our goats minerals. And guess what? I ran an extension cord and they have a fan going nonstop. And I have caught both Hercules and Mama down here laying down in front of it. So it makes me super happy when I see that and see them enjoying it and being able to get a little bit of a break. Actually, in fact, right now, where Mama's standing, she can feel the fan.
So we have some terrifying news today. I'm saying it with a smile because, it's all you can do.
Well, yeah.
But today was one of those days where we put Mario down here in Goatville, like we have most days during the day. He's got water, he's got hay, he gets to eat as well.
It's just to keep him separated from Blue. So we let Blue and the boys be out here in the big pen with everybody else, so we kept him down there.
And a part of that, I know a lot of you guys have been mentioning in some of the premieres and some of the comments about hurrying up and getting that nursery ready. Well, it's ready enough right now. So we're actually fine for the most part. I mean, the gates are on, the pen's closed in, the shelter would keep him dry in the rain. Right now, having both ends of it open and not putting the siding on, actually it allows it to stay a little cooler during the day.
Yeah, it gives him a little bit more airflow.
So a lot of times you'll catch Mr. Ouija and Mr. Spruce in there kind of chilling during the day, which is cool. But realistically, when Mama has her kids, she's going in this nursery because it's got the chicken wire like we've talked about in the past.
Yep.
Or the poultry netting, whatever that's specifically called. Sorry, kids, here you go.
And we could go ahead and move Blue and the babies now. We just kind of been waiting. I had a little bit of, hesitancy because I thought, okay, well, depending on how many babies Mama has, if she has 3, what if we end up having to bottle feed one? It would be so much easier to get to her and the littles through that pen over there because there's an exterior gate. So, I wouldn't have to come in, sorry, the gnats are so bad. We wouldn't have to come in all the way through the big pen into that pen to get to whichever little goatlet needed to be bottle fed.
But we had our first buck goat experience today that we've read about, we've heard about, you guys have told us about it, and we've been worried about it, but it wasn't a problem until today. Little Larry and Harry, the older they get, the more they are intrigued by Mr. Mario. And so they go down there by his gate and they jump at it and he gets all worked up and starts kind of ramming the gate. I think we mentioned it.
Yeah, his horns were pretty green.
Horns were green, yeah. Well, we had just gotten back today from running our errands And I'm backing up the truck to pick up the trailer. I see Shannon run down the hill. It's because she hears a lot of commotion. And sure enough, Mario had broken through the gate and was harassing Blue.
Big time.
And was trying to impregnate her again. So today's got to go on our calendar. I was able to get in here and grab him, throw him down in Goatville. We shooed them over into their pen. We still left him down there. They don't share, this is kind of the big kicker right here. They don't share a fence line over here. So hers ends right there and his is over here. And then he's got that electric fence that he won't go, I don't know, a foot or so from. And so he doesn't get as worked up. He doesn't have the boys to come over and tease him. But yeah, just one of those things.
Yeah.
So our list is always evolving, changing, and growing of things we got to do to make this work. But man, that's terrifying to think if Blue got pregnant.
Oh man. I'm pretty sure we got down here before he got to her, because by the time I got down here and was chasing him, Kyle was able to get down here and get them separated. Mario and Blue were in the shelter and Mario was behind her, but he wasn't on her. So hopefully we caught it before anything happened, but man guys, we don't need any more baby goats.
Goatlets. Hey, I'm gonna be honest, if she's pregnant, guys, let's start now. Sign up. Who wants them? I say that semi-jokingly, semi-seriously, but holy cow. The only way that could work is if I was able to get a whole nother electrified pen, everything we talked about.
Yeah.
So we're, you know, kind of back at the drawing board a little bit. It's normal, I think, with goats. It's just normal. You got to learn, you got to test, and you know, you have the information you can acquire from other videos and internet and all that stuff, but then everybody's goats are a little bit different. So yeah, we're still learning.
She doesn't leave them on long, but they are still nursing a little bit. You know, we've been talking about building out another pen and having one up by the office, and the thing is we just have to prioritize our projects. So there's a lot of things that need to be done. I may have to tell Kyle.
Ask Kyle?
I may have to ask Kyle and tell him I'm okay if he puts off my office just a little bit longer, if it means that we need to get a pin for Mario up there. I don't know. I just know I was terrified today when I had to come running down here to separate those two. I just don't want to have to do that.
Would you rather build a pen?
We'll talk about it and discuss it. This is what she does. She comes over here and she rubs her hind end on the gate or on the fence, gets him all worked up, and that's our problem. Hi, little Harry. Hi. Hi, buddy. You're so sweet. You're the sweetest one of all. I think you're even sweeter than sprucers. We won't tell them that, but I do think you're sweeter. How's that fan feel on your belly, Herc? Is that good stuff?
I'm pretending I'm flying through the air, Mom, like Super Dog.
Silly boy. I'm glad you're using it.
So, yeah, you definitely get a different version of our animals after a long, hot day like we've had today.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, the incident in the middle of the day got him all worked up, so he wore himself out. But take a look at this gate. You know, I would say Mario's a average size buck, maybe a little bit bigger, but that guy's got some power, man. See how that's bulging out right there in this bottom corner?
Try to get it from the side view so you can see how much it's sticking out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just right here is where he's targeted it. But how he got through, you can tell he's twisting these parts. So these have a little square in them that go in that square, so when I tighten down the nut, it squeezes this around that pole. Same thing right here on both of these, but every time he hits it, it twists this just a little bit. So basically what he had it, the form he had it in today before he came through, he had this twisted so far that the gate was like this far open, and then it just slipped right out of the two stoppers. I could do a lot of things. I could chain here to there. I could tighten these down more, which I promise you, they're Kyle tight.
If I can say anything, if they're Kyle tight, they're tight. There's like no getting it undone.
Well, unless you're a powerful goat that really wants to get to your girlfriend. So I don't know, I think a different solution is not trying to fortify this gate, but more so relocate or,
separate.
Change the situation a little bit of the crew.
Spruce, are you ready to come back in?
Come on, buddy. You
Come on.
want some water.
Come on. All the way. Come on.
Come on in, buddy.
Hey, quit stalling. Come on. Sprucers. Come on.
Oh, that's what you meant?
That's what I meant.
Oh.
This side.
Look.
What?
Just cracked this other one. See that?
Oh, yeah.
Buddy, you just don't have good horn genes, do you?
I think you just have some brittle horns, huh?
Can we blame Bruce on that one?
Can we blame your daddy?
That's sad. I need to look that up a little bit and see if there's anything we can do.
So here's the thing about Spruce. Sometimes I have to con him in here with treats to get him to come back in the pen. And I think he's learned that if he just stays out there, oh, Mama will get treats.
No, he's got you trained.
I'm trained.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't help it.
All right. Well, I got something up there on the trailer that I'm ready to get after. I mean, I'm already this sweaty and gross. We may as well run it a little bit tonight.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
Did I forget to say bye to you? I'm sorry. Bye, buddy.
Let's see, my bigger concern is that gate over there that I kind of just put together.
Yeah.
That ain't near as strong as that one down there, but Herc can get to him right here.
And stop him.
Herc does a really good job if he thinks that he's going to get in there and mess with those littles or whatever at running them off.
All right, Sprucers. We'll see you in the morning, okay?
You'll come back down and see me. You'll miss me.
You think so?
Yeah, I just said so.
You think you're gonna go out, huh?
Trying to use my mind powers.
Love you, buddy.
I love you.
This looks like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, to be completely frank, I've never used one of these. I've only watched it on YouTube. I've seen a lot of people that do it, but till it's in your hands, we'll see how it goes. So I paid for the damage waiver.
It was a good choice, honey.
Yeah, just keeps the liability off me a little bit if things don't go right. But they're gonna go right. It's gonna be perfect.
I have full faith that they're gonna go right.
So we rented this for the weekend. Today is Friday. I don't have to take it back till Monday morning. However, you gotta watch your hours on it because you only get 8 hours. But I gotta get this job done in less than 8 hours. And if I get it done in 1 hour, Shannon has 7 hours more of trenches she wants on the land. So we'll see how this goes.
I did tell him the other day, I was like, hey, while you have the trencher, I need this done and this done and this done. And he just looked at me, he was like, 8 hours, Shannon. Really, 8 hours. So we'll see what happens.
I said, Schaffice trench. Schaffice trench. One project at a time.
I know.
Okay.
Do you know how to start it?
Yeah, he told me.
So I'm on the other side of the Schaffice because that thing is so loud. You can probably still hear it as it is now. But Kyle is killing it. It has taken some finesse for him to figure out, like, if he hits a rock and it stops the chain, or if he's going too deep, that kind of thing. But he's never done anything like this before, but he figures it out every time. And so I'm just so proud of him because he doesn't stop until he figures it out. Like, that's just how he works, it's how he operates. And sometimes it's just better if I just walk away and I don't watch, I don't give my input, I don't say anything. And then I come back and I'm like, hey babe, good job, killed it. So that's what I'm doing now. He is killing it. He's doing a great job. We just have so many rocks out here that it's kind of hard to maneuver, I guess is the word, maneuver this thing around. I don't know. He's doing a great job. I'm super proud of him. Your birds don't know you're out here yet.
Birds!
So you're gonna call them? Oh my gosh.
They like to be in the video.
So does this princess.
Hi, princess. Well, of course, yesterday the heat index, I think, got up to, what was it, 106?
I think it was 106.
106, yeah. Man. So I don't even think I fired up this machine until about 6:30 last night.
Yeah.
And it was still 97 degrees at least. It was a lot of work. And with all the rock, I've mentioned it, complained about it, whined about it. We grow rock out here. The videos I watch of these trenchers, man, it's just cutting through like butter.
Not the case for us.
No, and you and I were talking last night. By the way, good luck stealing that.
That's actually mine.
Is it?
It is.
Or are they all mine? And I
No.
share them with you. No, I got to thinking last night, you know, as I was trenching into this, if I direct bury my cable, which is what I want to do, I don't want to put conduit up this. And I forgot that for the water lines and the power lines that we ran to the camper and to the well house, we put down the fines, right? The real fine stuff from the quarry.
Below and above it.
Yeah, so we put a bed of it, then we put the water and the power in, and we kept them separated. I did a much larger trench for those. But here, since we're just doing electric, I think Shannon and I are gonna go grab some of those come Monday morning, because I gotta protect that cable from at least some of these big rocks.
Yes.
I mean, rocks. But for a first experience with a trencher, after about the first 15 to 20 minutes, killing it 10 to 15 times, figured it out. And I'm very pleased with it. It was so much faster than that excavator. Mind you, I took that one much deeper, much wider.
I know, but you did great, babe.
Hey, thanks.
And look how straight this line is. Come on now.
It is on little tracks, and I didn't really turn it coming this way, but yeah, so what I'm gonna do today, we got some overcast. It's only like 93 degrees. I think the humidity,
Beautiful.
I don't know, humidity's 100 degrees or 100% or something.
Did the birds show up, Nola?
What are they doing?
They're eating bugs.
So, quick summary, next steps, I'm gonna try to do as little by hand as possible. I could connect these two trenches by hand, but that would be treacherous. So I'm gonna try to grab the tractor, kind of clear some of this material away so that I don't push it all back into the trench, and then drag this across it. And yeah, I'll overlap it just a little bit to make it easier on myself. Then I do have to dig by hand right at the base of the main panel down there, but not too much. I was able to get really close, but what we got to figure out is this up here. Those are my inspectors. They usually approve.
They're like, do you have any bugs over here for us?
Yeah, they enjoy when I stir up any dirt or we mow or whatever, because man, the grasshoppers and everything just go flying and they just have a heyday.
I wish they'd eat all the grasshoppers.
We probably need them for something.
I don't know. I don't like grasshoppers.
Don't fall in my trench there, guineas. Yeah, why do we got to be right on the edge of it? You goobers.
Do you think they might find more bugs that way?
I'm very excited about this. Like, I felt like we just kind of committed and did it.
We did.
You know, and it was just like,
Well, you did.
I didn't overthink it too much. I said, yeah, we're going to get some roots, and we did. But nothing, honestly, none of them were bigger than, I don't know,
Half an inch.
half an inch tops.
Yeah.
So it's not the main ones supporting like these big oaks or anything. Yeah, so I've got the trencher today, tomorrow, and it goes back Monday. I think I only put an hour and a half or 2 on it last night.
I don't even think it was 2 hours, babe. You killed it. You did so good. You got a lot done in less than 2 hours.
It didn't feel like it. It eventually kind of felt like it, but you just got to go slow with those rocks. But we have another 5.5, 6 hours that we can use that machine.
Which means more projects.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you open up a trench though, and you're just waiting for rain.
I know,
and
you've
fall
got to
back
do
in.
something with
so
it.
You got to move quickly. In fact, we have a small chance of rain for tomorrow. So, mad respect to Hercules. You guys have seen the hole he digs down there in his pen? That land down there, just as rocky as this up here.
Yeah.
The man he's powerful. He's just a big dog, man. And to dig those holes, like I was looking at it last night, I'm all nasty, sweaty, covered in mud, and I'm looking at him, he's nasty, wet, covered in mud, and I'm like, you're a little worker. Like he's that devoted to getting himself a nice, cool spot to lay. So,
He's a rock star.
Yeah, needless to say, I'm just gonna avoid doing things by hand from now on.
I think that's a smart idea.
All right, babe. Well, I'm bringing you power to your office. Are you excited?
I'm so excited!
You want to see where the panel's going to go in there approximately? I know it's a little dark in here, sorry.
It is a little dark in
Somebody
here.
needs to get you power so you can get some lights in here.
No
Man,
kidding.
What a slacker. No, so I think right now we're about where the trench starts. We're about right here.
Okay.
But if I can basically land the cable inside of a set of studs, obviously I don't want to go through a stud.
Right.
Then, you know, there's a little bit of flex in that cable, and so I can route it however I need to get it up into the bottom of that panel.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get a measurement in here, then that way I can take it out, and that's how I know where to cut to the side of the building. So are you okay with your panel being in this general area right here?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's all I need. That way I can start drilling holes and cutting things for you.
You just do whatever works for you to get power for me.
It's probably going to take a skid steer with a grapple and a brush hog
Oh, really?
to get you power. You said it.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, you want that back? Too bad. Man, a little breeze today.
I know, the breeze feels amazing.
In the early 90s, like it feels like a stinking fall day, only it's still summer and hot.
Fall is coming. Football season's here.
We got it on inside right now.
We have it on inside
Nobody's
right now.
watching it, but it's on.
You have to have it on in the background, though. That's just kind of how that works.
Yeah,
Like
well,
during
it's-
football season.
It's preseason Chiefs. I got to scout. I got to know, who do we yell at? What do we do?
Exactly.
And then watch the better team, the Cowboys. You can't even say that after the Chiefs just dominated and are dominating. Don't be a Cowboys fan. It's rough. I can't help it.
Honey, thank you so much for all your hard work. You're just killing it and doing awesome. I appreciate it a lot.
No problem.
I really do.
Sorry, that face was actually because Nala stepped over the trench note from what you were saying. She did great. Nala, he will turn on you. He's nice to you because he knows you're with us. But I've seen him go after Herc a couple times, and it's a little funny.
Oh.
All right, well, I'm going to be sure and get the rest of my time on that trencher. I may just dig a moat around the camper for no reason at all. It would just be fun. So hopefully by the end of this week, I can have you a live panel in here.
That's exciting, guys. That's really exciting.
Did I say this week or did I say this year?
Hey.
I'm kidding. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming along this journey with us. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye. Look, Christina is laying down.